Hello world, and hello friends. I know I ended my last episode with burning something down, and now standing the remains of it is kind of weird, but, you know, I kind of needed to move past it, but I can't. There's some holes in the ground. But I will. Anyway, I've done a little bit of other work. I found what my next project would be, and I'm excited to show you what I've been up to so far. And what I've been up to is making this pond. The rocks and everything I'll get to in a moment. These are not finished. But I have made this little pond here. I know I've had this planned out for a while, and now I finally decided to do something about it. Now, the dropper that's down there, that doesn't do anything special. That drain is just to say, oh, this is man-made. Water gets sucked down, pumped somehow back around to make that water continue to flow back down. So yeah, totally normal lake, right? Pond? Nothing weird about it? Nothing weird about it? That's right, I made a secret entrance. Now, the bubbles don't mean much, of course. That just puts me up on the lily pad. But if I take a few steps forward, this will eventually sink me all the way down. And then I fall into a new area. Right here, I have a spider farm. Now, I do have my spider slayer with Bane of Arthropods and rather simple room. I might eventually put a enchanting setup over through there, so that's why there's a hole there. And yeah, not too impressed with the rates, to be honest. Not exactly sure why, but it is what it is. I have already gotten probably more spider eyes and string than I will need forever. And yeah, I can just pop off the sword, slay whoever comes up, and then we'll get collected down below here for like 99% of items. Every once in a while, I might pick one up. But anyway, this was in a very convenient location for me because I can go up here and even pop out right into my cave. There is my mud maker down here, so now I have access to it through here, and this just keeps going up, and I can continue up a little bit further. I only have one other entrance for right now. Oh, well, for that I don't have any other entrances because it's only up here. But down in this area, that scared me. Down in this area, I do have one more entrance, which is just right below it. This is more of if I fall down here, I can just fall down and go back up. And also look at the bottom of that. But anyway, there is one more thing I've been working on, and that is, well, this pond had to come somewhere, so why not have it be a bigger pond up above? And why not just have a pond? Why not have something in the pond? Like a tree. I've never made a custom tree before. So, yeah. I figured, you know what? I made the spider farm. That was nice and quick. I made this pond. It was a little bit longer. But this tree, I I've never done one. I don't know what I'm doing. I've seen people make trees before, but I've never done one. So, yeah, I'm just gonna tinker with this for a bit. Because that seems to be, honestly, how the timing of things work for me, is that I can tinker with things for maybe an hour or two here and there, and then eventually it'll get done. So this tree, I'm thinking making it be like a mangrove tree, and honestly, I haven't seen too many custom mangrove trees, but I know mangrove trees exist, and I have a few ideas. So, yeah, I'm going to tinker with this, have a lot of fun, hopefully. And then eventually, I will make this cobblestone not just look like it's purposeful to route. I'm going to make it look either like a man-made rock or a natural rock that shaped this little waterfall to be where it is. And maybe honestly, I might make this bottom area be a little bit more like a waterfall than a slope. I don't know. But yeah, just wanted to share this progress update because I do have that spider spawner down there, which I'm very happy to have. Now I have spider eyes forever, which honestly I don't need that much unless I want to do stuff with armadillos. and I don't know if I do. But I have armadillos. Just like I have chickens and pigs somewhere and cows and sheep. Yeah, I still have a lot of stuff to make, but right now I think I'm just going to slowly chip away at this tree and see what I can do. Yeah, progress is progress, learning is learning, and that's what I'm here to do. You know, if there's one thing I have found I'm good at, it's at not recording things that happen. I went into the nether to get Happy Ghast, and I got this Happy Ghast to try and help me with the tree. And I only needed help with the tree once I had put all the branches out, and then realized it wasn't that good. So then I did more stuff, and I kept going, and kept going, and going, and going, and going, and going, and going. And now I have a tree, and the lake, and started working on that other lake. And how much did I record? How much did I record, buddy? None of it. I recorded none of it. Yeah, I gonna work on it. I gotta work on it. It's I had nothing here the last time you saw it, and now I have a whole tree. And honestly, I'm really happy with this tree. There's, like I've mentioned, it's the very first time I've done a tree, and I really haven't seen too many mangrove trees out there. So I set off trying to make one, and in all honesty, it first looked like a little bit of a bonsai tree, where I had everything kind of growing up till about there, and then it started spreading out on all sides. Hi, you're now you're in the way. I still don't know how I feel about this guy. But anyway, and then as I was, now you're in the worst spot. And then as I was working, I realized I needed to bring some branches outwards a little bit more, and it just kept developing. I honestly had made all the branches, thought about recording, said no, I didn't like that, kept working on it. I've even added all the vines, some propagules, and if you look closely, where's a good example of it? I think right up there. Those aren't mangrove leaves. That's not a mangrove leaf. I added some dark oak and some jungle leaves into here just to mix some stuff up. Some carpets, and then if I go up to the top, there's of course some of the moss carpets and some sea pickles. I almost fell off. Sea pickles. Um, so yeah, I even went to the coral reef. Wow, I even went to the coral reef, which is behind me somewhere in the distance, to get a lot of coral, some more sea pickles, and be able to grow more coral. Did I record that? No. No, I did not. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with what I've got here, with getting all the details and making this actually kind of look natural but man-made at the same time. Changes that I still want to do. Well, now that I'm looking at it, I actually see two vines there that just look weird because they're all looking the same. I need to get a vine going down there. As you can see, that's kind of my thought process. Something doesn't look weird, I either add or subtract something. And I've just been slowly chipping away at this. Regardless though, I think I want to put another smaller tree here. Potentially. It just seems like there's something that could be added here. So maybe it's a tree, maybe it's a statue. Not quite sure. And then down here, I've only just started working on this, which was when I realized, oh hey, I should probably record all of the progress on that. But yeah, I added the same man-made barrier to this, made that more of a waterfall, but I'm in the middle of texturing the base of this, and I still gotta figure out what to do. But I think I've landed on sandstone in all honesty, so maybe adding, ooh, I honestly just thought adding a walkway here, maybe a little bridge, but then where would that walkway go to? Yeah, at the very least right now, I'm just going to make a man-made path going down out of the sandstone. As you can see, I've used slabs to save on material. But yeah, use some sandstone to shape this to get into that waterfall. Yeah, I think this might be the most amount of work I've put into a video with the least amount of footage for it. Because so much of it, I just didn't press record for one reason or another, and I need to get better at that. But hey, I know I've done a good job when I was able to look at this tree and just start smiling for pretty much no reason and couldn't really control it. Couldn't stop smiling because I am happy with what I've made. I'm happy with what I've made, and I hope you like it too. So let's get these last few touches on, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, I'm in a weird spot, and not just on top of the tree. I just recorded a clip well, not just recorded, I recorded a clip to finish off this episode, and all the while, my microphone was not picking up anything. I had some technical problems that should be fixed. Very frustrating. But regardless, I have finished my secondary tree. That is right, I have added a tiny companion tree for the big tree. It is maybe not my favorite thing. I've adjusted a lot of things as I've been making this and might still need to make a few adjustments. But it's here, it's looking good. I think this pond is complete. I feel like this is now framing something that should go in between there, but we'll have to see what happens when I build that, because it's going to be maybe hidden by that tree. I don't know. Stuff to work on. As you can see, I still have full chests of mangrove leaves. Mangrove trees have a lot of leaves when you make them, and I do mean a lot. So as I was getting the wood and saving the leaves, I got a lot of leaves. So yeah, I need to figure out how to store this, probably with a bunch of shulker shells, which means I need to go back to the end at some point. But regardless, they're going to be here for right now. I'll find a better spot eventually. And down over here, I have finished the stream waterfall. I'm not sure what to call this, but I have mostly finished, at least, how this is going to be moved. I'm still not the biggest fan of this section of it. I don't know if it's somehow the connected textures are throwing me off, but or just the shape of it, but I feel like something needs to go here. I just don't know what. I know I said potentially make a walkway. Oh my gosh. You scared me, good sir. Oh. But yeah, I may eventually make a walkway here. I just have nothing that'd be coming from or going to or vice versa. So saving that for later. I'm trying to get more used to just having stuff at a spot where it is finished but not completed. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Regardless, stuff to work on for later. And right now, I'm calling this finished. And now to finish with this episode, I need to update the maps. But guess what? I've already updated them, just in the failed recording. So you don't get to see my reaction. My reaction was something along the lines of, "Oh my gosh, this looks so cool." I mean, honestly, not as authentic, but I'm very happy with how this looks. I did not think I would ever make something that looks so cool. But honestly, it stands out. It really does. Everything I've made here is really flat and one-dimensional, but that just looks like you somehow put hyper-realistic art inside an abstract painting or something like that. So I need to find a way to spread this around the area, and hopefully as I continue to build, continue to make, it will be spread out. I do want to check one more thing though, because I haven't updated this, and I'm curious if something will pop up right about there. So let's see. Boop. Collect. Boop. Ah. That changed to dark green, that changed to blue. That's what happens when you have stuff super zoomed out. You don't get to see too much. But in here, it's looking pretty good. So with that, and with hopefully no more technical problems showing up, I'm going to leave that episode here. This is going to be, I think, the shortest episode I've done. Probably will try to keep episodes this short going forward, but we'll see. I'm still working on my habits, my patterns, my routine, and I am working on getting a little bit more reliable for making stuff for me and delivering stuff to you. So, until next time, make sure you're subscribed to see when that next time will be. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, and be good to the world. This has been Radio, signing off.